There are several different ways that you can create a request on behalf of an end user. The easiest way is using the self-service application within ServiceNow. Select the Service Catalog application. From here, you'll see categories of all of the Service Catalog items available in ServiceNow. Select the one that makes the most sense for the request you're attempting to submit, and then from there you'll see some subcategories that will help you get more specific. In this case, I'm going to select Mainframe, and now I can see all of the Service Catalog items associated with the mainframe. I'll go ahead and select Account Unlock here, and this will take me directly to the catalog item. To submit this for a customer, simply change the requested for information. It's going to default to your information if you're signed into the tool. You can override it simply by entering the EID or name of the user who you are submitting the request on behalf of. Verify that the correct contact information is provided, and click Order Now to submit the request. The user will receive an email notification with the details of their request, and the correct fulfillment group will automatically be assigned to that request. You do not have to make any manual assignments on the request when you submit them this way. If you are the fulfiller on this request, you can quickly click into the description of the request to view the request item, and from there you can scroll down to the associated task, and this is the form that you would actually work if you're the fulfiller responsible for completing this request. You can use the state to mark it as work in progress or closed. And you can use the customer visible additional comments to give the customer any relevant information or ask the customer any questions that are required before completing the request. Your other option is to use the self-service website to submit a request on behalf of a customer. You can quickly get there by selecting Public Landing Page from the self-service application, clicking into the Information Technology Service Catalog, and then you'll navigate through this similarly to how we did inside the ServiceNow tool. I'll select the correct category. I find my mainframe options and select my green output. And from here, I can click on Request to access the request form. I'll see the exact same request form, and again, you will still need to manually change the requested for information as it will default to the logged in user's information. Verify that that's correct, and click Order Now to submit. Again, the customer will receive a notification that the request has been submitted for them, and the request will be automatically routed to the appropriate fulfillment group. The final way to submit a request on behalf of a user is to do so from within an incident. You won't find too many situations where this will be necessary. This will usually happen if you're in the middle of working an incident and determine that it should actually be a request, or if a request is necessary to be completed before the incident can be closed. I'm just going to go ahead and open an existing incident to show you what that would look like in case you ever do need to do it. From the incident screen, right-click on the header, and you can click Create Request to generate a brand new request associated with this incident, or you can click Subtask to generate a request that needs to be fulfilled before the incident can be completed. The main difference between these is that clicking Create Request will take you to the full service catalog and allow you to select a specific service catalog item in association with the incident, and you'll see at the top of the screen that this request is being tied to a particular incident. From here, you can click through to find the appropriate catalog item and submit it. Once you do that, you receive a notification indicating that the request has been submitted, and when you actually go into the request and look at it, you'll see the parent incident that the request is associated with. Alternately, if you select Subtask, this will take you directly to our generic service catalog item form. This can be used to route a request to any assignment in the system. You want to use this request is specific, but is not something that exists in the service catalog. You can use this form to make sure that you get it to the right place by entering a short description and selecting the appropriate assignment group for this particular request. Click Order Now, and once again, if you go into that request item, you'll see the parent incident number associated with it. If we go back to that incident and scroll down to the bottom, look under Tasks, you'll see all of the associated requests and their status. This is how you can check to see if a request has been completed before continuing to work on an incident. If you submit a request on behalf of a user through an incident, but the incident no longer needs to be opened, simply change the state of the incident to resolved. Make sure that the customer has the information for their request number. Fill in the closure information and save. This will keep the associated requests open until the tasks are completed, but it will close out the incident so it no longer appears in your queue.